Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you 3 vegetables you can grow in hanging baskets. Now a lot of people think that you can just grow flowers in hanging baskets, but they're actually a great option to grow vegetables for a couple of different reasons. First of all, if you live in a small space, you're growing on a deck or a balcony, they make really good use of your vertical space. Because you're growing up, not out, you can grow a lot of vegetables in a little bit of space. Second of all, they really add a lot of visual appeal to your garden. They look very pretty and they really help you add to your garden decor. And the third reason is because it helps keep your vegetables up off the ground, which helps protect them from pests or critters. The key to growing vegetables in hanging baskets is choosing the right crop. When you choose the right vegetables to grow that produce well, you're going to have plenty of vegetables to eat, even if you don't have a big backyard to grow in. So vegetables that work well are vining, trailing vegetables that don't have heavy fruit, or vegetables that are small and upright and will sit really nicely and look pretty in your baskets. One very important consideration when you're growing in hanging baskets is the liner that you're growing them in. Typically, when you grab your baskets at the garden center, they come with one of those coco core liners, and those just tend to dry out the plants, fall apart over time, and they really don't last very well. Or you might have grabbed those plastic containers that you just bring home, they're already pre-planted, you hang them here on your trellis, but the problem with those is the plants get root bound in the containers. We're partnering up with Smart Pots for this video, and these peas are growing in one of their no coco liners for hanging baskets. They look really pretty. They're made from the very same fabric of the Smart Pots that I grow in all over my garden. They have great drainage and aeration, which is very important to help control the roots. The roots don't become root bound in the Smart Pots fabric. And I think the different colors here look really pretty hanging from the trellis. These peas have been growing in here for about a month or so, are just starting to hang down and look really pretty, but they did get a little bit battered in the windstorm we had lately, so I'm going to pop a few more seeds here in the basket. And these are Sugar Ann snap peas from the CaliKim Spring Garden Seed Collection. And I cannot wait to be harvesting some fresh, tasty peas that we can snack on right in the garden. Very, very easy to plant peas in a hanging basket. I'm just going to poke a few seeds in the soil along the edges, so that I have some peas trailing down both sides of the basket. So it is important in hanging baskets that you use a good organic potting mix that retains water very well. Because they're hanging, they do drain water and the soil does tend to dry out a little bit quicker than if you were planting in a traditional container that was on the ground. So just pop a few more seeds here around the edge. And you can see I do have my drip irrigation hoses in here. So drip irrigation is also a good way to water your hanging baskets as well. If you don't have a drip irrigation system, you can just water with your watering can. Check your plants daily to make sure that they stay nice and hydrated, especially during the hot summer months. You can see how well the water is draining here from the Smart Pots, which really provides good drainage to the roots of your plants. But if it's a concern for you, if you have a wooden deck or patio, there are plastic drip trays that fit under the hanging basket and then hook up over the sides that you can grab at your local garden center or on Amazon. Besides a really high quality liner for your hanging baskets, you definitely want to have a nice heavy trellis to hang your baskets on. They get pretty heavy when they're filled with soil and heavy with water. So here I'm growing this on a gardener's arch, which has 2 hooks on it. It looks really pretty in the garden and I'm really enjoying the look of it. It also has a little center area here where I can trellis plants up it. So I don't know what I'll plant down there at the bottom of that trellis. What do you guys think? Should I plant some more peas or maybe some scarlet runner beans? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. The other vegetable that works really well in hanging baskets besides peas is lettuce. Now lettuce is one of those vegetables that you can grow a lot of in a little bit of space. It's a nice light vegetable, so it's not too heavy for the hanging basket. It's upright, so it really looks pretty and makes a nice visual statement here on the deck. So if you're looking for something that looks really pretty and you can grow a lot in a small space, then lettuce is your vegetable. I mean, look at these colors. They're nice and bright and green. This red leaf lettuce looks really pretty. It's a nice contrast against the tan color of the Smart Pots basket liner. This is a 14-inch basket liner, which you can fit a lot of lettuce into. And very, very easy to plant. I'm going to plant some seeds right here in the basket right next to the tan one. I'm going to plant some seeds from the CaliKim lettuce seed collection. I like to plant different colors, different textures, different varieties of lettuce to give the basket a nice, pretty look. So today I'm going to plant some red romaine lettuce in the middle, which will be a nice, beautiful, upright romaine, and then some of the pretty bronze mignonette around the edge to spill over and make a really pretty look in this basket. Now, if you've never planted lettuce before, it is one of the easiest vegetables you can plant. Just pour some seeds into my hand. These are the red romaine seeds. I'm going to sprinkle these in a little circle around the middle. And you notice I don't have drip irrigation installed in this basket yet. So this one will just be hand watering. But lettuce is so easy, just sprinkle it in and then you just tamp it down a little bit. You don't even have to cover it with soil because lettuce needs light to germinate. So it's even easy, a great project that you can do with your kids. Give them their own little basket to grow in and to care for, and they're gonna have so much fun seeing their little lettuce seeds sprout, taking care of it, watering it, and then harvesting it and bringing it inside for a salad. So this is the bronze mignonette. I'm gonna sprinkle it around the outer edge of the basket so it spills over. It's gonna look so pretty. So you can see I'm not worrying too much about the spacing of the seeds. We can always come in and thin out the little seedlings as they grow for a nice tasty salad of baby greens. Just gonna give a little sprinkle of water. And this basket is on what's called a shepherd's hook. And I really like the look of the shepherd's hook because it has kind of uneven hooks here, which gives it a nice visual appeal. It just looks so pretty here. And I'll link up to this one. I found this one on Amazon. And it's super sturdy enough for the baskets as well. We've got our peas and our lettuce planted. The third vegetable that's easy to grow in hanging baskets is cucumbers. They trail very nicely over the edge. They're easy to grow, and they're gonna look very pretty growing here and trailing over the edge of my deck. Now, one of the fun things about growing in hanging baskets is that you can grow them just about anywhere that you can put a hook or a bracket. And this particular hook just clamps right onto the edge of our deck rail. No screws required. So it also makes it really easy to move around if we want to put it in a different location. So here I'm going to plant some cucumber seeds. This is a 10-inch basket liner, so it's a little bit smaller, more compact for a smaller space. Doesn't weigh quite as much, so you don't need quite as heavy duty of a hook to grow it on. And I have some impatiens growing in the middle. And I'm gonna pop some of the Space Master seeds from the Container Garden Seed Collection. It's a smaller variety of cucumbers, so it makes it ideal for a hanging basket. And cucumbers are very easy to grow from seeds, so we're just gonna pop some seeds in there. Now it's still just a little bit early to grow cucumbers, even here in Southern California. Our nights are still pretty chilly, in the 40s and 50s, sometimes even in the 30s. So my plan is to plant these cucumber seeds and then bring the basket in at night so it doesn't get too chilly. I'm just putting some seeds here around the edge of the basket every 2 to 3 inches. The flowers are going to be in the middle, give me a nice bright pop of color here on the deck. The cucumbers will spill over the sides and it's going to look so pretty and give a nice little visual interest here to our deck. We also popped a little hummingbird feeder here for a nice little spot for the birds to sit and enjoy some food and to pollinate my vegetables. There you have it, 3 easy to grow productive vegetables, peas, lettuce, and cucumbers that you can grow in hanging baskets so you have plenty of vegetables to eat no matter what size your garden is. We want to thank Smart Pots for partnering up with us. I'll link up to their hanging basket liners and all the other supplies I used in this video in the video description. Comment below, let me know what you're going to be growing in hanging baskets if you're going to be gardening along with me this spring. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.